Right this way, ladies. And if judges, if you wouldn't mind introducing yourselves to the ladies, and then they'll introduce themselves to you.
Okay. Hi, I'm Leslie from Kentucky.
I'm Nate from Wiogi Credit Union.
Phil Hinkle, Oklahoma State University.
Amy with the Council on Economic Education.
And David with your research.
I'm Nicole, the CEO of Sweet Cheese and Good Eats.
Hi, I'm Ella Patton. I'm the Human Resource Manager.
Hi, I'm Kate Feige. I'm the Finance Committee Chairman.
Hi, I'm Eddie Clemo and I'm our marketing partner.
Just quick tutorial. Here's your clicker. That'll advance the slide and that'll take the slide back.
Okay.
This year, Cheyenne hosted a Valentine's store called Sweet Cheese and Good Eats, whose main goal was to put a little love in everybody's hearts and show the student body that their family and friends cared and adored for them. The school doesn't allow outside Valentines into the school, so this opened a window for FCCLA to offer inexpensive Valentines to the students. We advertised in big groups, so we didn't have to do it as many times, and we'd get our point across. We had a workers cooperative and allowed the members of FCCLA to work for extra credit and buy Valentines for their friends. We were in the Family and Community Leaders of America room, which during school works as FACS, and we put posters around the school so we'd be reminded wherever you went to buy Valentines, and we filled the orders on February 13th so that we had them ready on Valentine's Day.
The Workers Cooperative was something to help the SCLA members get together. And so for having the SCLA members, every time they worked an hour, they got $1 to earn or purchase something in Sweet Treats and Good Eats. And on a work day or having shifts, a shift in the morning, was coming into the gym foyer or in the gym and kind of shaking a photo, a poster, or handing out flyers. And same as the kids are leaving in the afternoon, they would do that. And then as in on a work day, it was kind of whenever we got the orders, I had made a sign-up sheet and we would write our names down and they would come in, write it, and as soon as we got the orders, we'd start making them right away, and we would build the orders, put them in the places of the classrooms, and the next day they would be there.
We'll be talking about our market. And our target market was students at Cheyenne Middle School 6th through 8th. Our approximate amount of students is 950. Our location of sales is Cheyenne Middle School's newsletter, hallway posters, morning and after school billboards, emails, and social media. We kind of wanted to get the word out there that we were having a store and it was coming up. We started a week earlier to get the word out there. Our product was, we sold a lot of Valentine gifts under $3 each. Our difference between this year and last year's Valentine store is that the incorporation of the Workers Cooperative was changed from previous years to help encourage our members to participate, along with the encourage students to give items to others and not just their close friends, mainly people who are not really hanging out with kids who are not really in participating much. They can give stuff to them to make them feel like they're welcomed and more important than they think they are, and just give them a new friend and stuff. This is a copy of our Valentine's poster that we put up in the halls, and we kind of just put these all over the school and just to get the word out there, like I said earlier.
And then these were the things that we sold, except for these bags. We would put the stuff in them. And then this is how much it costed for us to buy them for our store. And then this is how many we ordered for like each item. And then this is the profit we made for like everyone that sold one. And then this is how many we sold of each item. And then this is our profit per each item. And then FCCLA gave us $385. And then after we paid them back, we gained a total profit of $451.66. And then we sold like these bracelets right here, and then Hershey bars, red heart balloons, and then red or white roses, and then heart ring pops and lollipops, and then stuffed monkeys or dogs. Different colors.
This was our order form, and on the top of it, you would check off on the line, and then you would circle which like color or stuffed animal you'd want, and then you would write student or parent down in the bottom line and your pay. And then whenever we got it, we would make the order form and cut off this bottom part, and that portion you would stick with the order.
We took a survey with many students and parents for our store. Our number one question was that, would you be interested in more information about the items available in the Valentine store? 37 out of 50 people said yes. Our second question was, how knowledgeable are you about FCCLA and their purpose? Our average number we got back was 4. These are our average numbers of the amount we sold and how much they liked it. Our demographic information was that we got 11 parents and 39 students grades 6 through 8.
The next step that we're going to be taking in 2018 is we're going to see how many we sold from this year and put it to next year. So if we didn't sell as many of one product, we're not going to buy as many as we did. And this year we had to go and buy more candy bars. So we're going to start off with a higher amount of candy bars to buy. So we're going to use the information from this year and put it towards next year so it runs even more smoothly.
To the love in your heart.
Woo!
And then
Yeah.
I guess I'll go. I really think it's awesome that you incorporated not just the fact of just your Valentine, your friend or whatever, but the people on the outskirts. That is awesome. Being inclusive of others. That's really, really cool. But I have 2 questions. One is, are you going to be thinking about anything else besides just Valentine's Day? So that's number 1. And number 2, what was the most challenging thing in your whole presentation, in your whole, from the moment you started till the presentation?
I would say the hardest part was making sure that everyone in the school knew, because even though we did do it over announcements, everyone really talks during announcements, so no one would really hear it. So just getting it out there and making sure everyone knew that Valentine's store was going on, that we were selling, and they could give it to all their friends. I'd say that was the hardest part. And I think next year we're going to incorporate more of the kind of having everyone do it together, but I think we're going to keep it as mainly Valentine's.
Maybe like grow, start here, and then like if we can get next year, if we get more orders, we can work our way up to more holidays and more gifts and stuff.
I'll jump in real quick. I just thought your presentation just looked really great. That was a very professional looking presentation, and a lot of times that's when you can give off that perceived image, it executes well with folks like us. So that was done very well, whoever did that. Very professional. Looks like you guys were very, took the long view. You did some projections for 2018. You weren't just looking at right here and now. And so I thought that was very ambitious and goal-oriented and big picture. You guys really looked at the big picture there. Really good products and good forms. Everything looked very thorough, and it's the kind of thing that I would probably engage in myself because it looked like it was well put together and simple and easy to use. Question, with your statistics, you did the demographic surveying, okay, and you got some really good feedback as far as some individuals that said that they would like to learn more about your products and your services. But then there was also some feedback that said not too many people really understood what FCCLA was all about. Maybe I missed it, but was there something that you guys planned to do? Because that seemed to have a lower response rate, that folks didn't necessarily understand what it was all about. Was there something you guys planned to do with that?
FCCLA, we would send, so if they did answer that, we would tell them about it, or we would send emails if there was a parent. And we've made some announcements at like family open houses, and we have posters up over the school that kind of explain it, tell you to come join. So that's what we're doing to spread the news about FCCLA.
Like in the beginning of the year, kind of get the word out. Like on the first day of school, kind of like hold, work together with getting the word that come join FCCLA, and like kind of tell, if they ask questions, kind of tell them what FCCLA is all about, and just give them information of what we do and how we help the school with the money and stuff.
Do you think adding, oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
And also, I know like as kids are getting their registration, we have a little poster up, and we have flyers out there then too.
Nice. Did you think that the member component really helped get that message across? That
Yeah.
Since there's a member piece to it?
Especially like the different grade levels, because we have a lot of like kids in different grade levels. So just having like a lot of 6th graders plus a lot of 8th graders, but not as many 7th graders, we can still get the word out to 7th graders as well.
Interesting.
So this is a worker co-op, and so the members would be the people that are selling, that are working?
Yeah, we had them come before and after school. They would work, and they were also telling their friends about it and making sure that they were.
So about how many members did you have?
That day I counted
I
at least.
would say like
We had about 15 members actually work with Valentine's sales, and then we might have had 30 not participate in it, but
And then do you have a board of directors, or?
yes, we have different chairs, and we have a vice president and a president. Our president couldn't be here today, neither could
And
the
then
vice
how does the board select?
We have votes. The members of FSLA get to vote for that.
And so, you had some profit. I mean, I guess the benefit of this goes to the workers, for $1 per piece. Did you ever think about holding some profits back so you wouldn't have to borrow money to do that if you were going to do this in the future?
Yes. So last year, I know that we used that money to go to student conference as well. But I know we also have money left over, and some of it also goes to us ordering stuff this year, and then the money we make this year will go.
Okay, so you are carrying over money.
yeah, or go to like a state.
Yeah, and then the extras from this year we'll use next year. If they're not food, we'll use like the stuffed animals, the rubber bracelets. We'll also sell them next year as well.
Yeah, so if we have any leftover orders, like leftover items that we didn't get to sell this year, we'll find a way to like use it next year. If it's still in a good condition, use it next year.
I thought you guys did wonderful. I agree. Your presentation was fantastic. The PowerPoint looked very professional. It was really well done. I was looking on your next steps, and just because we talked about this earlier, business is an evolution. At times you got to learn and grow. It says here one of your next steps was success on accuracy of orders and delivery. Did things go as you wanted there? Or did you have some hiccups? What did you learn from what you? Yeah.
There were a few that, I think we had one that we found, and I actually knew the girl that made the order, so I texted her and I asked like, hey, what did you order for her friend Anna? And she said that she had never made the order, so her mom must have made it. But then she texted her mom and we got it back in, so we would try to make sure that we connected it better.
Did you have anybody complain or gripe at y'all? Just I mean, that's hard. When you put all that work
So
in.
at least, cause.
We
Good.
didn't have anybody.
I will say this though, sometimes like on the bottom portion of the order form, it will say your last hour teacher, and some kids won't
That
know
was
like that
confused.
person's last hour teacher. So I will say there were a couple blanks on that.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
And so how
we
did
can-
you fix, like, how did you work through that?
It also said grade on the side, so it would be 8th grade, and sometimes you would go up to the person and say, who's this last hour teacher, and just.
And we also
Yeah.
have something on the computer where we can look up the student's name and we can find their schedule, and so we could use it.
What is it that in the ideas for 2018 it says develop new accountability process? What is that? Like, what does that mean?
This year, we just had someone reading off what the order said, and then other people going. And sometimes it got confusing because you would have to say like, oh, what did this one say again? Which one did this one go to? So probably having more members come and help so it would run smoother.
If it was like a long order, if it was a short order, we would just have to read it off, and have it like, have all the stuff, like she would read it off to us while we get the stuff together. If it's a long order, we take the order, cut it off, and then we would read the order and put the stuff that they had in a bag neat, and if they had a balloon, we'd tie it to the bag with a little bow on it. And we'd like present it how we normally present it, with neatness and effort to actually like get more people. We wanted to do it nice and neat so more people would be like wanting to get like participate more because it looks nice and they would want, yeah.
So taking pride in your work.
Yeah.
That's great. Thank you both so much.
I thought you guys did a great job, very good presentation, and I think I have all the information with all the questions, so, but amazing job, a very good job on your presentation.
Thank you.
Okay. 2 quick questions for you. One, what did you learn about cooperatives through this process?
We learned about cooperatives that it's kind of what goes around comes back around. So we gave our time, and so once we gave it time, we got something from it, and it just helped us realize that and maybe not every time you do something good you get something, but usually if you do something good, you'll be rewarded in some way.
And what did you guys learn about entrepreneurship through the process?
We learned that it's always good to like make plans before we start something, and always get like before it even happens, kind of like get plans, like tell people like what's going to be going on like a couple days or a couple of weeks before, so that they know it's going to come up, and so that if they have any ideas for us, we're open up to any ideas for them to give us, so we can make improvements for next year.
Very well said.
Thank you guys.
Good job, ladies.
Great job.